Okay, so that exercise number 1, that was, I listen to you, that, read it.
Do you think people are born creative or creativity learned? Why do you think so?
Why do you think so? What do you think about people? Are people born creative or is creatively learned?
I think people are creativity learned because no one can be born with creativity.
You think so, yeah? People that are creativity is learned, yes, learned. For example, okay, that famous painters, famous artists, what do you think about famous artists? Can you paint like painter? What do you think about
No, because I haven't learned enough.
That you think so, yes. That what is your opinion about this question, Sophia? What do you think about creativity?
I think that some humans could be creativity from the birth, but this talent couldn't be big without learned.
Yeah, without learning, you think, yeah? And that you think that creativity should be learned, improved, and developed during the time, during the life, yeah? Okay, the next question, Tagaruna. Next question.
What are some ways the creativity can be encouraged? What are some ways it is inhibited?
Please. So, how can you translate this question? Try to translate it. How can you translate it?
Какими способами креативность
можно поощрять, творческий подход, да? И каким образом можно тормозить? Как можно каким образом можно тормозить креативность или творчество? So, what do you think about this question? What are some ways creativity can be encouraged?
I think some creativity which doesn't affect somehow people or affect in a good way and doesn't harm anyone, like it doesn't have a harm message and has a good sign for people to develop their self and their what they think about others.
Yes. Okay, good, thank you. Next question, please switch on your videos. Next question, I listen to Olga. Olga, read the next question. Is
the creativity an important factor? Creativity an important factor in your choice of
career?
Why or why not?
Why not? What do you think about creativity in your profession? What's your future profession? What's your future profession?
I don't understand.
You don't understand. If you don't understand, please, who can answer this question? What is your future profession? Muazzamova, Leila, why don't you speak? Elena, who can answer this question? What is your future profession?
Designer.
Yeah, please tell it. I am a future designer. Yeah, I am a future designer. What do you think that does the profession of designer needs to be creative? People to be creative. What's your opinion about this question? Please. Please, Ainura, what do you think about this question? Does your future profession needs to be creative?
Yes, because I really want to be an artist, real popular, or a comic artist, because I want to be creative.
Creative, yes. And what do you think, Sophia, about this question? Sophia, please.
I think my future career is design, and design is based on creativity, and I must to create something.
Yeah, I must create something, yeah, in my profession. I guess my future profession is connected with creativity, so much, yes, so much. Now that we are going to read the text about creativity, what is the heading of the text? Alena, please, read the heading of the text. Хорошо, Вика, please.
The creativity means.
Не mean, произносится mind. The creative mind. How do you translate the heading of the text? Переведите название текста. The creative mind?
Творческий разум, как?
Да, творческий разум. Yes, right. Okay. Okay. Please, who starts reading the text? Valeria, Ефимова, please.
What is the secret to the world's most creative minds? The minds of resourceful inventors, innovate scientists, and inspired artists.
Inspired artists, да? Artists, yes. So, Olga, go on. Next sentence. Olga, please.
Such worlds are certainly intelligent, but intelligence cannot be the key, as numerous studies have shown that a high IQ alone does not lead to creativity.
To creativity, yes. Amina, please. Ahmedova. Is she in here? Amina, please.
Yes.
Go
on. Creative thinkers seem to have a special way of thinking.
Thinking. Good. Так, Marzena, are you in here? Oh, she's absent. Karina, are you in here, Marzena? Continue.
Marzena отсутствует по семейным обстоятельствам.
Хорошо. Так, Карина Баитова. Баитова, Карина, please.
Она болеет.
Фу, так, что такое? Так, Максим? Волошин. Oh, Ainura, please, go on.
Creativity researcher is neuroscientist Nancy Anderson. In 2014, Atlantic Magazine article describes creative people as better recognizing relationships, making associations and connections, and seeing things in an original way, seeing things that others cannot see.
Good. Так, Jania, please, go on.
For example, in the early
2000s,
Jack Dorsey, one of the founders of Twitter, tried to use text alert to improve the system for reserving and sending out
taxis, yes. The gun today.
Today, most taxi service use a version of Dorsey's original idea.
Ideas. Так, Leila, please go on. Leila. Muazzamova. Is she in here or is she absent? I don't listen to her. Okay, Рената Османова. Where is she? Где она? Османова где? She's absent. Тут читай. So
what are the как это слово читается?
Requirements
For creativity, psychological content.
Psychologists, psychologists произносится слово. Psychologists.
Psychologists contend that there are actually two levels of creative thinking which they refer to as big C and small c. Big C creativity applies to breakthrough ideas, ones that may change the course
of a
field or even history. Small c creativity refers to everyday creative problem solving.
Так, Ирина Мыслевая, please.
Извините, пожалуйста, говорить не могу, больно, заболела.
Да, хорошо. Так, next student is Цибулина Алена. Айкерим здесь, Аманкельда?
Микрофон не работает.
Не работает. Кто может прийти? Так, Айнура, читай, please. Please, I listen to you.
Anderson and others investigating the sources of creativity have noted that small c creativity does not always lead big C breakthroughs. True creative geniuses seem to have additional characteristics, one that do not fit in world society norms. These people seem to wire to seek novelty, take risks, and push limits in their explorations. The reward centers in the brain seem to need more than average amount of stimulation in order to release dopamine, the chemical that triggers feelings of pressure. As children, they were often unable to sit still, unable to focus in their lessons, instead always looking something new and interesting to capture their attention. Today, children who display this kind of behavior are often labeled ADHD too, because they cause problems in the classroom. Creativity with big or small c takes time. We tend to think breakthroughs as coming in sudden flash of genius, but this is rarely the case. Ideas are often evolve and form over a long period.
Yeah, a long period. Так, София, please go on.
In fact, many of history's most creativity people have a reputation as procrastinators. Martin Luther King, reportedly wrote his "I Have a Dream" speech at 10 o'clock the night before he delivered it. Pruitt had mostly gone through a long period of preparation and incubation in his mind before that.
Yeah,
the
before
search
that.
for
Good.
the search for the source of creativity continues. Most researchers agree that the answer will be complex and that there is probably no single characteristics, no single secret to explain the world's most creative minds.